Next, we'll take a look at the different types of storage mode: import, direct query, dwell, and live connection. Okay. And what is import? Import is nothing but the default option when it comes to the flat files like Excel file, CSV file, JSON file. It will use the import connectivity mode only. So direct query is, we are not going to load the data locally into our Power BI desktop. When you use the CSV file, Excel file, JSON file, what will happen is it will load the data from your Excel into your Power BI desktop itself. But whereas when it comes to direct query, the idea here is let the data be wherever it is. Don't bring the data here. For example, you are kind of a data, right? You are all located in different locations. So Zoom, using Zoom, I'm trying to communicate to you all, right? So direct query is something, Power BI. You just think I'm a Power BI, you're all data. So how I connect to you? You don't have to come to my place. It is expensive thing, right? You have to book the ticket. You have to come to my place. It is the same thing here. The simple analogy is this one. In the case of direct query, we already discussed about this. Anyhow, I will just repeat it one more time. In the case of direct query, what happens is your Power BI. This is my Power BI desktop. Let's say SQL Server. In SQL Server, we have a table called sales table. In this sales table, you have 100 million records all that. So huge data is available. So what happens is, using data gateway, what Power BI does, it generates a SQL query. Maybe 5 lines or 6 lines of SQL query is there. It generates a SQL query and then it sends the query to this SQL server. Here itself, the query will get executed. The output of the query will be sent back to your Power BI desktop. Okay, this is called query folding. This option is available only to a specific source system: SQL, Microsoft SQL Server, Oracle, Teradata, SAP HANA. Only for specific data sources, this option is available. With MySQL, it is not working. Okay, if you connect to the SQL Server in Power BI, for example, you wanted to connect to SQL sales database, sales table, which is available in SQL Server. But here you have 100 million record. If you use the import connection, what will happen? Entire 100 million record will get loaded in your local laptop. For that, you need to have the sufficient storage space available, and at the same time, network bandwidth. Your internet connection should be faster. And loading this one will take 1 week or probably 2 weeks time, because huge volume of data. So rather than loading the data from point A to point B, what you do is simply generate a query and then send it here. It's something, the analogy, same thing, right? You are all sitting here. You are in different places. If I ask you to come to my place, it takes longer time, isn't it? Instead, what I do is I'll teach you over Zoom, right? So here what happens, everything, irrespective of the location where you located, you can hear it. The same analogy here. Okay, the SQL query is generated. The query will be sent to your SQL server. This is where the data. Each time when you use the direct query, each time the Power BI will query the source system, in this case, source SQL server table. Then the output of the query will be sent back here. Now you might be asking this one, the output of the SQL query, the output, right, will be sent back to your Power BI. Again, if it sends the 100 million records, again, it takes longer time, right? You will be asking this question. We are not going to send the entire data back here. So in your SQL query, let's say you are doing some kind of aggregation, select sum of sales. You have a column called sales, and from, let's say, sales fact, this is the table name. What you are doing is where, or let's say, let's say I'm going to use group by region. What this query? This is the query will be sent from your Power BI to SQL Server. Concentrate here. Okay. What this query does is, okay, select region, comma, sum of sales. This is the query. Okay. This query, let's say you operate the business across 4 regions: North, South, East, West. Let's say in India, you have divided the India by 4 regions in your company, okay? North, south, east, west region. In all you need is in the north region, in the 100 million record, right? How much sales we made in total in the north region? Let's say 200K. And here 200,000, here 100,000, and here let's say 500,000 sales we made, and here let's say 666 lakh. We wanted to summarize. Okay, sum is summarizing the total sales in each region. So in this case, this query returns how many records? Only 4 records. So here smartly, the Power BI generates this SQL query. It sends to the source system SQL. This query will run. This query will run on top of this table. And then the output is only just 4 records. Only these 4 records will be sent back to your Power BI desktop. Sending 4 records from SQL Server back to your Power BI will not take much time. And sending this 2 lines code from your Power BI to SQL Server will not take much time. Right? This is the smarter way of processing the data. Instead, if you load the 100 million data locally, it will take a hell lot of time. It's something like asking you all to come to my place from your place. Let's say you are in USA and some people are in Andhra Pradesh or Karnataka, right? If you are in Bangalore, right? So it take a lot of time to reach my place. It's better you can send the query over the net, and then this query will be executed here itself, and the output will be sent back. It's something like that. If I give an assignment, right? You are working in your place itself, you send me the solution back to me. Same thing, the same analysis applicability. That is what is happening with the direct query. Okay, and now we understood the gist of what is import, what is direct query. Import will load the data locally into your Power BI desktop. Direct query, no, we don't want the data to be locally loaded because the volume of the data is very huge. Whenever the data volume is very huge, right? For those specific tables, better you can go for direct query. Next one is dual. The combination of these two. This is a very interesting one. We'll discuss this, if possible today itself. And the last one is the live connection. Okay, live connection is you are establishing a live connection with your cloud system or something, or SSES. But here the limitation with the live connection, it works only with the specific data source. SSES table or and SSAS. This is software, okay, and reporting. So it's multi-dimensional. And Power BI service, cloud service. In this training program, I'll just show you how to create a live connection with Power BI cloud service, because these two things, I installed it, but it is not working. I need to reinstall it. Probably later point in time, I'll show you. Now the question is, what is table or, very well, it's the rows and columns. What is multi-dimensional? It's a cube. School time, we played a cube, isn't it? If you rotate the cube in any dimension, so what you do is we keep rotate the cube until we get the desired outcome, right? The same thing here. Cube is multidimensional. If you want to do slicing and dicing with your data, then if you create a cube, that will be good. For example, region is a dimension, and salesperson is a dimension, and then you have something called category is a dimension. If I wanted to see category wise, region wise, sales performance, category is a dimension, multi-dimensional unless you can do it. Anyhow, let us not worry about this at this moment. And I will give a demo on Power BI Cloud Service for the live connection. Don't worry, okay? So now you understood at the high level what are the different types of storage mode. You can use import. In the case of import, the data will get loaded inside your Power BI desktop itself. Direct query, it is not. The data will not get loaded locally. Instead, Power BI will send the query to your source system, SQL Server, Oracle. It sends the query to the SQL source system server itself. The output will be sent back from your source system to your Power BI desktop. Dual is hybrid of these two, and live connection is supports only for these 3 things. Okay. Now the question is, of all these 4 options, which one is better? What Microsoft suggests is, wherever it is possible, you can use import connectivity mode, because import uses some technique behind the scene. With that, the performance is pretty faster. But there is a caveat. Don't use it for huge volume. Let's say if the data is available in SQL Server or Oracle Server, if the data volume is too high, then go for direct query. On a case-to-case basis, you need to take call. But there are some cases we need to use the combination of these two. Now we will go and take a look at each and everything in detail. Probably in another 5 minutes, I will wrap up. Don't worry. We'll continue the session tomorrow morning if possible. Okay, tomorrow is Saturday, not possible. We'll continue it on Monday itself for the sake of continuation. Import, we know very well. I have shown you so far, right? GitHub, whatever the file that you read it and load it into your Power BI desktop, CSV file, Excel file, and folder connector, everything uses import connectivity mode. Okay, anything related to RDB you just think that at this moment is your direct query. Okay, and live connection is a different thing. And we will start with the import data. What are the advantages of import data? It supports all data sources. Even if the data is available in the form of table in your SQL server, you can use import connectivity mode. Excel, you name any type of file system or any type of source system, import mode is supported. In the case of import data, the data get loaded locally into a Power BI desktop or in your on-premises server. It supports unlimited data. Along with import data, right? You can mix any type of Excel file, CSV file, JSON file, XML file. You can load any type, including SQL. Everything can load it here. And it gives the maximum functionality, which means you can use all DAX functions with the import mode. And okay, so you can use all DAX functions. You can perform any kind of data transformation. But the disadvantage is you need to refresh the data. Like how I scheduled, right? In Power BI Cloud Service, the folder is available in my local laptop. And whenever a new file comes to this folder in my local laptop, the cloud, right? The cloud should be in a position to read the data from my local laptop, and then it take this file and refresh it there. It requires some kind of data refresh. Okay, that is one of the flip side of import data. See, for example, this is my cloud, Power BI Cloud Service. Okay, I published the report on, let's 16th Feb. This is my laptop. I should not use this term laptop. Okay, this is on-premise server. Okay, so here what happens? I publish the report on 16th February. Okay, .pbix sales report. This is the file name. I published it. Now my manager wants to see, or let's 15th Feb. So now my manager wants to see on 16th Feb what is the sales. Okay, or including the 16th sales, I want to see the total sales we made. As on 16th, what are the total sales we made? He wants to see it. But this report has only 15th Feb data. 16th Feb data is not there. That is available in your local system or on-premise server. So that is when we need to schedule it. Schedule the data refresh. For this, the prerequisite, the data gateway should run. And you saw the steps, right? Settings, where I configured the, I scheduled what time the data should get loaded there, right? Everything is scheduled. So in order to keep this report file up to date, you need to schedule the data refresh. It requires a data refresh when it comes to import data. When it comes to direct query, this is my Power BI and this is my SQL server. In the case of direct query, what happens? It doesn't require refresh because you are directly hitting the sales table, right? You are directly querying the sales table. Whatever the transaction data, you are the users. Let's say in the e-commerce website, Amazon app, they are ordering the products. All the customers ordered will get captured as and when they raise it, right? So this one will have the kind of live data. When you direct query is kind of live data, it doesn't require data refresh. For example, if you develop a report, sales report, and you publish it on cloud, the sales report is there. So what happens on 16th, let's say 15th, you published it, the same scenario. And if you want to see, including the 16th, I want to see the sales performance. What happens is when you open this report on 16th, it goes and reads the data directly from your SQL server. Hence, it doesn't require data refresh. Fine. So what are the other what is so special about import feature? The salient features of import data is it loads the data in your cache, in memory. If I ask you about your spouse's contact number, or your friend's contact number, or your parents' contact number, mobile number, what you will say? You will tell me instantly, right? Because it is there in my brain. You know your father name, number, contact number. You can tell instantly this is what is contact number, because it is there in memory. Anything in memory, you can tell. If I ask you, tell me your neighbor's maid contact number, then you say, I need to go and read it from I need to check it from a mobile phone. It takes time. Anything in memory, it is faster. The same analogy is applicable here. In the case of import data, there is something called X velocity engine. This kicks in. When you load Excel file, CSV file, the X velocity engine will come into action. This is a piece of software. You don't have to worry about this. Just remember this name. Okay, the X velocity engine is part and parcel of your Power BI software. So what happens is when you use the import connectivity, which means the Excel file, CSV file, JSON files, when you load it in Power BI desktop, this one will get started. This one will come into action. What it does is it performs 3 tasks. It converts your Excel or CSV data. Excel is kind of a tabular data, right? It converts your tabular data into columnar data. And the other one is, after it converts this tabular into columnar data, it compresses the data. It's kind of a zipping the file, compresses the data. And the third step is it load the compressed data in memory. In memory. Good. Just let's take a pause here. I just go and check in the Power BI. Now it is 9:02. We'll go and see whether the data got refreshed there. Look here, note down 432-52952. Right? So we have scheduled it by 9 a.m. today to refresh the data. Okay, include the Feb data also. If this value should get increased, I'm going to click the refresh button in the report. Okay, I think it is still going on. We will go and check it here. And here I just go to the settings, refresh history. Let's go and see. I don't know why it's not going on. Let me just check whether I have scheduled it today or daily, right? Yeah, 9 a.m. is correct only. Maybe it will be doing it now. It will take some time to refresh it. Next refresh, yeah, 2/17/23. Today only, right? 9 a.m. Maybe it is going on. Next refresh. It will take some time. Let's wait for some more time and then we'll check it out. I just right click on it. I'll keep this open here. Sometimes it takes more time. So it will get started by 9 a.m. But it will take some time to load it here. I just kept this file, right? In case of any error, it will show. Whatever it may be, if it is an error, it will, if you click on the refresh, look here, feb.xls, everything is correct. Okay, in this thing. Okay, I'll just click on it one more time. Sometimes it takes more time to refresh it. It will start by 9 a.m. sharp, but to reflect it here, it will take some time. So what you do is to check the status, go to the settings, and then refresh history. It is not showing anything. It will take time, okay, to do this. It means it is in progress. You need to wait for some more time. Okay, let's get back to this one. X velocity engine, it performs 3 tasks, right? It converts your tabular data into columnar data. And also, once it converts the columnar data, it compresses the data and then load the compressed data in memory. Okay. I know you're all exhausted. Don't worry. With this, I'm going to wrap up. So tabular, why it has to convert the tabular data into columnar data? So nowadays, the columnar data or columnar databases are popular. I think, yeah, someone sent a message saying that, they are, we can continue the next session. Okay, don't worry. The import data, the storage of the different storage modes, we'll discuss it on this upcoming Monday or Tuesday. Okay. As of now, whatever I covered, you just go through on it. Okay, and again, I will start from the beginning storage mode. Okay, this is very important concept. Not only in the interview point of view, even if you get into a job, right? So you need to know which one you are supposed to choose it. Okay, so that you can improve the query performance. Okay. So, okay, let us, give it a last shot and we'll give it a try here. I just click on it again. Okay, what I will do is I will send you the screenshot. I will wait for some more time and if I click on this, look here in progress. Very good. So now it gets started. Maybe writes on 9:04 a.m. Started by 9:04 a.m. There is a delay here in progress. So after a while, if you will find here the completed. In case of error, it will show error. If there is no error, it will show incompleted. Once you see the status completed, go to this report page and click on this refresh here. This refresh is different from this refresh, okay? That is report refresh, this is data refresh. If you see completed here, and then if you go and click on this, you will find the new value here. That means the new file got, the data from the new file got refreshed automatically here. Just give me a second, 1 minute. Those of you think, right, you are exhausted, probably you can drop off. Others probably wait for another 1 or 2 minutes, right, so to see the effect. Still it shows in progress. The recording is going on. So now you can understand, right? So even for small volume of data, it takes a lot of time. This is where we spend, a lot of time staying day and night. The data load takes a lot of time. This is an important step because even if you see the net, they will not show the end to end. In YouTube, right? A lot of videos are available. They will not show end to end. Let's wait for another 1 minute. Otherwise, you can probably drop off. Okay. And you can watch my video. Anyhow, I'm going to record this one also until it gets refreshed. And if you feel hungry also, right? Or if you feel sleepy because few of you joined from USA and you can drop off. This one should show completed. Okay. Otherwise, you cannot see the fact there. Yeah, the thing is, I should have used a small file. I've used Feb has a lot of data in it. Yes, that is the reason why it takes time. Look here, it is 1394. It has got 10,000 records or so. It is there. That's the reason in See, at the end of each session, I'll be sharing this report file. What you do is, right, you open my report file, the PBX file, and then see what I did it. In this case, you don't need my report file, but still I will share it. But you practice it on the same day, don't postpone it. Still it is in progress. Don't worry. Okay. You can drop off. Okay. Anyhow, I'm going to drop off because I need to have my breakfast and also I need to get into some office calls. Anyhow, don't worry. This one will not be stopped. Okay. Until this one gets recorded. 1 second. The only thing is it will show completed. And then if you go here and then you click on refresh, it will show the up-to-date data here. Okay. Right. Okay. See you all on this upcoming Monday morning. Okay. And others, right? Sri, you can join tomorrow morning 11:30 a.m. so that there will be some continuity. But before that, you complete this exercise and watch my last two sessions videos. That is enough. You don't have to watch all my videos. Last two sessions. See, look here. This is the one. I just show you the YouTube. You just go here and then you can, I just go here and then I'll show you. You don't have to go here. And here, playlist. This is a link. I will share it once again to you, to your WhatsApp. You store it. Okay. What you need to do is weekend mid-morning batch. There are two different columns. See, in this one, if you scroll down here, creating custom column, combining, see, this is the one I covered now, right? So you don't have to worry about this one. The rest of them, the 12 storage model, I'll cover it on this Monday. Okay, only thing is you need to watch this only one video, creating custom column, conditional column, and you practice it. It's a very simple one. Okay, you practice it. If you have even your office data, right? If you are working in grocery, it has a lot of data in it. Excel, you take it and then you can do whatever the formula that you use it typically to do some kind of transformation or creating new column, right? You can try it out with that. Okay. Fine, guys. Thanks for all your time. Sudeep, okay. I will just, yes, I will share this file also. You just take a look at this, okay? And we'll circle back on this Monday same time. And for you, Sri, you need to make mid-morning batch. I'll just share this playlist once again. Okay. What is that sound? Okay, I got scared. Some noise, huge noise. Okay, Power BI weekend mid-morning, right? This is the one, right? So I just click on this, copy, and then I'll send it to you. I just sent it in the chat also, Zoom chat. You just tap this and then bookmark it. Last video alone you can see. But again, right? So I want to tell you one more thing. And in this batch, sorry, I'm going.